Thanks to our colleague Nasser Bouchet for this lovely report about the Italian brands and restaurants. Now we will move on. Sustainable development is important because it balances economic progress, social equity and environmental protection to meet present needs without compromising future generations. It helps protect natural resources, combat climate change, reduce poverty and ensures a higher quality of life for everyone by fostering long-term resilient growth and healthier planet. Let's welcome everyone, Engineer Hamoud Alanzi, former Municipal Council member. Mr. Hamoud, thank you so much and good morning and welcome.
Good morning to you and good morning Kuwait, and thank you for this interview.
Yes, you are most welcome. As you know, this is a very important subject to talk about Kuwait vision. Now, Kuwait surely has set a goal for this and a vision for 2035, especially environmental commitment. Let's talk about how would you describe government current approach and the situation here in the state of Kuwait.
As you said in your important introduction, that sustainability is meeting the current need or current demand without compromising the need for the future generation. So we have to take future generation into our account.
Yes.
Why? Because we are consuming resources now and we may impact the environment negatively. So the future generation must have, first of all, must have a clean environment and must have enough resources to consume as well.
Yes.
So to balance that we have to balance economic growth and the future generation need. Actually, as you said, it has three dimensions. First dimension is environmental, of course, yes. Which means protecting the natural system. Beside economical, that means long-term yes. Economic resilience.
Yes.
Besides social, which is the human well-being as well.
Yeah.
So all these three dimensions has to be incorporated in our future plan and even our current plan.
Yes. Actually,
Kuwait does not consider sustainability as a secondary concern. It become now as a central pillar in our Kuwait national plan. And we adopted also the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals,
yes.
Which ensure that every major projects in Kuwait, yes. Regardless if it's energy projects, highway infrastructure, all of them will be evaluated for their environmental impact.
Yes, as you know, Engineer Hamoud, that in Kuwait, when we want to improve some field, like the economic and the environmental. As you know, we are a country that produces oil, and we have a small country, and anything with the environment, these things can be tricky to balance. What do you think about how this Kuwait is joining the 2015 Paris Agreement for the climate change? So we need to balance about this. Do you think this is like feasible to do for Kuwait and stay in a very good economic state?
It is a valid point, and I totally agree. It's a bit challenging. As our economy relying on the hydrocarbon industry. Actually, Kuwait adopted the, what do you call it, 250 low carbon strategy.
Yes.
And by this strategy, KBC, Kuwait Petroleum Corporation, set a target to have net zero emission by the 2060. And also to lower the consumption of carbon and to reach carbon neutrality by 2060. That means reduce emission, and the same times the greening and agriculture and plantation of course will consume some carbon. So the carbon you produce will be consumed by the agriculture or by the plantation you plant. So the carbon neutrality, this is an ambitious target that we will inshallah achieve by 2060. Beside that, we have the Kuwait Master Structural Plan 2040, which also rely on green building standard and yes. Also enforcing waste management, renewable energy. These three important things that in our plan, our future plan, and our future projects, and in our development, we ensure that first of all, renewable energy integration, and also climate resilience,
yes.
Beside adopting a green building standard.
Yes, this is something very important when we talk about, it's very crucial actually to go for the renewable energy. Now, in the state of Kuwait, we are a small country. Do you think this is a good thing for us as a small country to switch to renewable energy? Do we have the infrastructure? As you mentioned that we have two plans, 2040, 2060. Is it long term or is it short term to switch to renewable energy?
Yeah, as per what you said, that we have actually we have a commitment toward the climate change obligation. We set a target that we achieve 15% of our generation capacity by renewable energy. And now the situation now, we have 1% production of renewable energy currently. We have what do you call it, Shigaya,
yes.
a renewable energy park. We started that project as demonstration of our commitment. We started with 1% and it will be increased by time. Use photovoltaic, solar energy and wind.
So we are not using anything from the Shigaya project? It's
no, we are using 1% now.
Only 1%?
We started with 1% and our target is to increase it up to 15% by 2035. Maybe by this time, maybe we'll reach something like 7%, 10%. And with the effort of the, inshallah, with the government effort and also the private sector role in this regard, as you have seen the private sector now, we have a lot of companies that sell solar panel product and solar renewable energy system, and we are encouraging people in the household also to adopt this in their houses.
So it's a national plan, of course. So 15% from a Shigaya project is a very good number, is it? 15%. This will reduce the emissions, and this will help the country.
I think 15% is a doable target, I believe.
In 10 years from now?
In 10 years, yes. I think it's very doable. We have Gulf state, they have a more ambitious target to reach like 25%, 30%. Germany, for example, they reach 30%. So it's something doable. It's a bit challenging, but it's doable, I think. And with the Kuwait Vision 2035 and the current project online in the pipeline, I think we can reach this this target. And this will have a great impact on the gas emission, on the complying with our commitment toward the climate change.
Yes. Let's talk, engineer, about the solar panels. As you know, Kuwait we have a lot of sun, right? So let's talk about the situation in Kuwait, because I asked someone about the sun. He said this is not the case about the sun, how to preserve. Let's talk about the solar panels in Kuwait and the GCC countries, because we are in a climate that have a lot of sun. And I will ask you another question about the wind turbines, but let's talk about the solar panels now.
I think solar technology is more visible than wind turbine, because with wind technology it will work more efficiently in a certain area. Not all the areas will work fine, but with as you said, Kuwait sun is very rich in energy. Of course, we are
lucky to have.
Yes, and also there is a breakthrough in the technology itself. Before, the solar panel, it was very difficult to maintain, very expensive for cleaning and these kind of things. Besides the battery, because you cannot work on solar unless you have battery system, and the battery system it was very expensive. Now with the new technology, the cost for batteries will be reduced significantly, and this is why this kind of technology is adaptable now. And I think within next 10 years we will see it a lot. But I think what we need from policy perspective actually, and from the legislation, we need to integrate in our legislation to allow people, to allow households to produce their own power generation, and to use that generation to cut their bills.
Yes.
For example, if you generate, let's say 100 kilowatt per month, the government, this system was applied in Jordan, for example, that you attach your generation in the national grid, okay, and whatever you are supplying the national grid, it will be reduced from your bill. By this kind of system, you encourage people to utilize more solar energy generation.
Let's talk about encouraging people, because this is the very important subject, because if the government gives incentives because this sustainability succeeding in Kuwait, it's not about the government action alone. You
Of
need
course,
to
yes.
have many entities. For example, the private sector, the academics and institutions, and of course, the people of Kuwait. So what kind of incentives do you think that the government is now working on for them to join in this plan?
Yeah, I think there is a lot of incentive it can be applied. يعني, for people, as we said, that they can reduce their bill, even for the firm as well. يعني. Also, Kuwait Borsa is encouraging Kuwait listed company to apply sustainability and to have environmental impact assessment. And you will see now, if you go to any of the stock listed companies, you will see color coded pens. Because Kuwait Borsa encouraging all Kuwait listed companies to use يعني enforce sustainability and environmental impact and also social impact and their operation and business.
Yes.
So you will see that also the private sector in Kuwait participated a lot in the waste recycling as well. We have so many companies doing waste recycling for blasting and pepper and these kind of things, and they are very successful now. I think يعني encouraging this kind of industry, supporting this industry with the support of the government. I think this industry for the waste management and waste recycling will grow, and also this will have a great impact in our environment.
I saw from when we talk about the private sector, we'll talk about telecommunication companies and of course the banking sector. These are the major two in Kuwait. So we have the waste management, which is a very famous subject for these entities to join in. Now we want to shift for many subjects, renewable energy. We want to talk about them asking to provide some messages for their clients and customers, for them to join in this plan. So do you think this is crucial for the government to support the private sector in order to make it easier for the citizens to join in? As a matrix, as you know, this is a three-way.
Yeah, I believe this is very important. Not only encouraging them, also education is very important. يعني the message, because they should believe in that.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
يعني believe me, you cannot enforce everyone to do an action. يعني themselves has to believe in the importance of the sustainability. And because we are affecting a future generation.
Of course. To talk about the future generation, I want you to have a message for them, the future generations, Engineer Hamoud, to talk to them about joining in and to be more educated about this subject.
Yeah, it's sustainability principle is a joint responsibility. It's the responsibility of every citizen. And every citizen, especially youth, they should adopt this in their behavior, actually, about how they deal their waste. And we should have a target. Everyone have this target, that we believe in future Kuwait, clean Kuwait, and smarter Kuwait.
Yes.
So this is the message that I want to deliver to the youth, because future Kuwait is your responsibility.
Of course, it's everyone's responsibility. Yeah. Engineer Hamoud Alanzi, thank you so much for coming to Good Morning Kuwait.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was Engineer Hamoud Alanzi, former municipal council member. Now we will continue Good Morning Kuwait, but after this tiny break, stay with us.